Good morning, good afternoon to all. In today's class, I discuss about AM demodulation methods. AM demodulation methods. In our syllabus, you have two techniques. So the first technique is square law detector, and second method is envelope detector. So first note down. There are two techniques. The first one is square law detector. Second one is envelope detector. First put aside heading square law detector. Square law detector. So at the transmitter side, already you know at the transmitter side we use the square law. With the help of square law modulator, we modulate the signal. With the help of square law modulator, we modulate the signal. So to detect our original signal at the receiver side, we use a square law detector. So the main component here is used is a diode. The main component here we use is a diode. So already you know in square law modulator we use a diode as a main component. So when the diode is operated in nonlinear characteristics that is applied at the lower voltages. It behaves as a serves as a nonlinear characteristics. So at that situation, if we use a diode, if we operate diode, then it follows a square law. It follows a square law. Already I told you what is square law. V naught equal to A1 VI plus A2 VI square. This is mathematical representation for square law. So at the transmitter side, if I use a square law modulator, so to detect our original signals, to detect our AM signal, at the receiver side, we use a square law detector. So in this also the main component used is diode. So therefore, Hello. So in square law detector, already we have two blocks. So the first block is nonlinear element and second block is LPF. Nonlinear element is a diode. So already you know diode is a exhibits whenever it acts as a nonlinear element, it exhibits a square law property. So therefore we consider it as V naught equal to A1 VA plus A2 VA square. So already you know what is VA for our circuit. What is the input voltage for detector circuit? Already I can written it as VAM of T. What is VAM of T? It is a AM signal. It is a AM signal. So for our detector circuit, we take the input signal as VAM. Already you know detector is placed at the receiver side. Detector is placed at the receiver side. So detector circuits are also called demodulator circuits. To suppress the carrier and to got original message signal, we use detector circuits. The reverse operation of modulation is done at the receiver side, which is called demodulation. How we got our original message signal? By suppressing carrier signal. By suppressing carrier signal, we got our message signal. My voice is clear or not? Hello? Am I audible?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So at the input of square law detector, we have message AM wave, VAM of T. If we consider at the output of diode, we consider the output voltage V naught. So according to square law property, how we can write V naught equal to A1 VI plus A2 VI square. Now here what is VI? Here what is VI? VI equal to VC into 1 plus Ka M of T into cos omega Ct. Already you know AM wave representation. VI equal to VC into 1 plus Ka M of T into cos omega Ct. How we can say that this is AM wave? The amplitude of the carrier wave is changes in accordance with the amplitude of modulating signal. So therefore, it can be expressed as Vc into 1 plus Kam of t into cos omega Ct. Already you know Ka is a amplitude sensitivity factor. Ka is amplitude sensitivity factor. So therefore, at the input of detector, we have AM signal, which is in the form of Va equal to Vc into 1 plus Ka m of t into cos omega Ct. First, you note down that voltage. Now calculate V naught. What is the V naught voltage at the output of nonlinear element? So this is V naught. So now we can express it as V naught as A1 into A1 into what is VI here? Already know VI. Put this as equation number 1. Equation number 1 and take VI as equation number 2. Take VA as equation number 2. Substitute 2 in 1. Substitute 2 in 1. We got V naught as A1 into, what is VI? Vc into 1 plus Km of t into cos omega Ct plus A2 into VI square. VI square. So substitute in place of VI. Vc into 1 plus Km of t into cos omega Ct whole square. Now write the first term as same as A1 Vc into 1 plus Kam of t into cos omega Ct and expand this in form of A plus B whole square. Expand the second term in the form of A plus B whole square. So what is A here? Vc cos omega Ct. What is B? Vc Ka m of t into cos omega Ct. At the second term, first you multiply Vc into cos omega Ct. After that, you expand in form of a plus b whole square. Then here we got Bc square cos square omega Ct plus Bc square Ka square m square t cos square omega Ct. Cos square omega Ct plus 2 Bc cos omega Ct Bc Ka m of t cos omega Ct. After that you multiply A2. After that you multiply with A2. Therefore it becomes A2 Vc square cos square omega Ct plus A2 Vc square Ka square m square t cos square omega Ct plus 2A2 Vc cos omega Ct Vc Ka m of t cos omega Ct. Just you substitute Va value. After that multiply with Vc, then you got two terms which is in the form of a plus b whole square. So expand those terms and multiply with A2. Expand those terms and multiply with A2. Put the first term is as it is. Put the first term is as it is. What is our first term? A1 Vc into 1 plus Ka m of t into cos omega Ct. Right, the first term is as it is. Now common cos square omega Ct. From the last three terms, common cos square omega Ct. You common cos square omega Ct. So this is our step. After common cos square omega Ct, at this term we have A2 Vc square. A2 Vc square plus A2 Vc square Ka square m square t. Ka square m square t. In the third term, we have 2A2 Vc square cos Vc square Ka m of t. Ka m of t. Completed. From these three terms, you common cos square omega Ct. Cos square omega Ct. Right, the first term is as it is. So that is A1 Bc into 1 plus Km of t into cos omega Ct. Now, write cos square omega Ct in form of 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Already you know cos square omega Ct equal to 1 plus cos 2 omega Ct by 2. According to cos square theta equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. So write cos square omega Ct as 1 plus cos 2 omega Ct by 2. One plus cos 2 omega Ct by 2. Now in the next step, write A2 Vc square by 2. A2 Vc square by 2. If you common A2 Vc square from these three terms, we have A2 Vc square by 2. When we common A2 Vc square, the first term is 1. The first term is 1. What is the second term? Second term is Ka square m square t. Ka square m square t. And what is the third term? Third term is 2 Ka m of t. 2 Ka m of t. So already we have cos square omega Ct as 1 plus cos 2 omega Ct. Already here we take by 2. So therefore, there is no need to write here. There is no need to write here. I think you understand up to this point. Any doubts? Now coming to the next step, take first term is as it is. Now observe these three terms, 1 plus Ka square m square t plus 2 Ka m of t. 1 plus Ka square m square t plus 2 Ka m of t. Observe these three terms. We can write in the form of 1 plus Ka m of t whole square, that is a plus b whole square. So write these three terms in form of a plus b whole square. So therefore, we have a2 vc square by 2 into 1 plus Ka m of t whole square, 1 plus Ka m of t whole square into 1 plus cos 2 omega ct, into 1 plus cos 2 omega ct. Just you observe these three terms, it is in the form of a plus b whole square, where a is 1 and b is Ka m of t, where b is Ka m of t. So therefore these three terms can be written as 1 plus Ka m of t whole square into 1 plus cos 2 omega ct. Now in the next step we have take the first term is as it is. Now you multiply with a2 vc square by 2 into 1 plus Ka m of t whole square into 1 plus cos 2 omega ct. So our first term becomes a2 vc square by 2, 1 plus Ka m of t whole square into 1 plus again a2 vc square by 2, 1 plus Ka m of t whole square into cos 2 omega ct, into cos 2 omega ct. So that is in this step we just multiply this term into 1 plus cos 2 omega ct. 1 plus cos 2 omega ct. Now in the next step, you multiply it with the a2 vc square by 2. a2 vc square by 2. So that is a2 vc square by 2 into 1. So therefore it becomes a2 vc square by 2 plus the next term. When we multiply with the next term, we have a2 vc square by 2 into Km of t. Or otherwise we directly multiply at this term, a2 vc square by 2 into 1. So that is a2 vc square by 2, this term, a2 vc square by 2 into Ka square m square t, Ka square m square t, this one, and 2 cancel, a2 vc square Ka into m of t, Ka into m of t. So this one. The last term is as it is, that is a2 vc square by 2 into 1 plus Ka m of t whole square into cos 2 omega ct. We directly multiply with a2 vc square by 2 into 1 plus Ka square m square t plus 2 Ka m of t. So observe the terms. This is the first term as it is, plus what is our next term, a2 vc square by 2 plus a2 vc square Ka m of t plus a2 vc square by 2 Ka square m square t plus last term is same as it is. That is this one. A2 Vc square by 2, 1 plus Km of t whole square into cos 2 omega c. Now if you draw the frequency spectrum for this equation, if we draw the frequency spectrum for this equation, already you know this is the representation of AM wave, A1 Vc into 1 plus Km of t into cos omega ct, which have the carrier frequency of omega c. According to frequency shifting property, it have two bands, omega c plus omega m and omega c minus omega m, which have the magnitude of A1 Vc into 1 plus Kam of t into cos omega ct. So draw the frequency spectrum. Draw the frequency spectrum. So for the first term, the frequency can be considered as omega c, which have the magnitude of A1 Vc into 1 plus Kam of t. A1 Vc into 1 plus Kam of t. Observe the last term. What is the carrier frequency for this here? For this here we have 2 omega c. So therefore we consider 2 omega c, which have the magnitude A2 Vc square by 2, A2 Vc square by 2 into 1 plus Kam of t whole square, 1 plus Kam of t whole square into cos 2 omega c2. So up to this term is completed and this term is completed. Now remaining we have three terms, that is one term is A2 Vc square by 2 and another term is A2 Vc square Kam of t and third term is A2 Vc square by 2 Ka square m square of t. How we can draw the spectrum for this? You observe here, these two terms have m of t. These two terms have m of t. Already you know message signal have a frequency of omega m. Already you know message signal have a frequency of omega m. So that is for this signal we have a bandwidth of omega m. For this term we have a